What's up with y'all? Jess Sparkstar Pilot back in this motherfucker. And check it out. The reason why religion is a mental illness, you know what I'm saying? Now, usually people who cope with religion, they're in a space of where what they're doing is that they're leading or they're progressively using the religion aspect as a way on how to cope with their spiritual mental illness. You know what I'm saying? They may not physically have a mental illness, but spiritually they do, because religion is a thing that was created from a legion, from a space of where other demons, other humans, other people, they use that actual representation of what magical thinking what another man created as a magical thinking to expand their mind. And that mind doesn't really get expanded at all. It really just stays condensed in that one form, because they never know how to actually properly expand and contract the right way. You know what I'm saying? They use it as a way on how to get by with their day-to-day needs, and that day-to-day needs don't really be anything important, because what they're doing is they're not using that actual religion for something that they can actually use to change the world. Like, they're not out here using the religion for something that they can fight for actual worldly events that's really going on in this world. Instead, they use the religion as a crutch. That's why I said the religion is a mental illness. You know what I'm saying? Religion was created in general to put to put certain spirits that think a certain way, a train of thought, in that one pattern to go upon their life. So that pattern they go by is the only way that can help them. And that pattern is a pattern that was created from another man. And whatever space that other man was that created the actual form, the actual religion, legion, lizard, linguistics, language, all that L, they were in a space of where they knew how to actually use that divide and conquer spell the right way. So I'm not bashing whoever created it, but I'm bashing the people that use it as a mental crutch. You know what I'm saying? And that's the space of where people need to be at when they're using this, when they understand the religion concept in general. You know what I'm saying? They gotta know how to actually see these things. You know what I'm saying? Instead of letting it use them. You know what I'm saying? They gotta learn how to use it. So when I say religion is a mental illness, it's a mental illness, you know what I'm saying? And the person may physically not have a mental illness, but spiritually they're in a space of where that mind, they're really mentally ill. It's like they really don't know how to use all their forms, all their mind body, all their mind bodies, all their mind forms, all that shit. They only know how to use the actual religion concept in general. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it plays out where they actually do have mental illnesses down here, but in general, I'm talking about the spiritual totality of it. So when I talk about mental illness, I'm talking about spiritually speaking. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of ways and a lot of forms that people can be lost in these things. You know what I'm saying? And it's all boils down to the L word: lost, language, linguistics, lizard, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of them, you know what I'm saying? I can't even think of them, but there's a bunch of them, you know what I'm saying? Limp, landed, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, you know what I'm saying? Longitude, longitude, latitude, all the same things, just never expanding, always the same spaces where they're always condensed, you know what I'm saying? But real shit, you know what I'm saying? Getting y'all prepared for this shit, letting y'all understand this shit, you know what I'm saying? The way that people use religions and never know how to understand and get out of these religions, you know what I'm saying? My channel, we're here to explain how you gotta learn how to use these things as tools, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying you having a Bible is a bad thing or anything. I'm saying you gotta know how to use these things and not let it use you. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. But Jess Sparkstar Pilot, and we out in this motherfucker.